मार्केटिंग में अभी भी रेलेवेंट है ना, मतलब अभी भी
हाँ.
एज एन एमबीए इट्स अ गुड फील्ड, राइट?
Of course, very much. As long as we have money and economic activity as the typical thing. Huh?
मैम बताइए ये न्यूरो मार्केटिंग क्या होता है and what is it all about, if you can explain it in a jiffy for us. What's the one thing any marketer should learn? They are like 21 22 year old, क्या एडवाइस दें इनके लिए? या तो मार्केटिंग करो ना, ये कंपनी फॉलो कर लो, या ये पढ़ो, ये चीज़ों को देखो.
I feel basically analyzing content should be a very important attribute marketers or students or people have to look into.
हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड. एक आजकल कंसेप्ट चल रहा है जिसके अंदर बहुत ही कम टीचर हैं जिसके बारे में बात करें, बट दिस इज इवॉल्विंग. It's not consumer behavior. There is something called as neuromarketing. Today I am here with Kamini Dhruva ma'am. Hi ma'am, welcome on board.
All right, welcome.
Ma'am comes with a great history. Ma'am's dad was one of the brigadiers in Indian Army. She's got affiliations with her immediate family with J.R.D. Tata. She's got ma'am ke dad was also managing director of
Enfield Motors.
Enfield, the Royal Enfield motorbike. All the Punjabis in the house, you would know. In fact, all India would know Royal Enfield as well. And ma'am is teaching marketing at ABBS Bangalore as well. बहुत ही बढ़िया मैम. मैम बताइए ये न्यूरो मार्केटिंग क्या होता है and what is it all about, if you can explain it in a jiffy for us.
Absolutely. It's a very, very interesting study and a relatively new area of marketing. Around, I think in the year 2000, it was developed in Harvard by Jerry Zaltman, if I'm able to get the name correct. And basically, this offered a very new perspective to marketing. In the sense was that it helps to decode those quirks which happen in the minds of the consumer. Which, when I say consumer, you and me too. Like, for example, why are we, what urges us to buy, consume? I'm not taking a class, but I'm just using those words. Yeah. So, what makes us tick basically, right? As a consumer, as
why Maggie every time?
Yeah,
Maggie,
absolutely,
Maggie.
yes. And what is the reason? You know, the push button, the buy button. What is my impulse? And to understand these quirks, as I term it, is very, very challenging for people out there, or for people who want to sell their products and services. So it's basically a part of consumer behavior. It looks at the psychology of people, and it basically uses this EEG, and that is electromagnetic whatever. I don't know the this thing, and also eye movements, and you know, and basically connecting with the neurons in the brain. That's why it is called neuromarketing.
Which company does it well, ma'am? कोई case study, कोई example है?
हाँ, बहुत से हैं. If you look at even अपना Apple, when you look at the kind of, you know, all their products very clean, neat, minimal.
Yeah.
Minimal होता है ना उनका जो the way they advertise, or even if you look at their store. Very minimal. ऐसा colors vibrant नहीं होता है, or there's no splash. It is very serene. And so therefore, you know, when you talk about the impact of colors, or say अपना IKEA भी, so we use that as a case study always. IKEA में घूमो तो पूरा घूमो, पूरा सामान देखो, और फिर
कुछ तो ले आओगे,
कुछ तो लगेगा अच्छा, और आप कार्ट में डाल दिए. तो all of them have used neuromarketing. Pepsi, Coke, basically they have done a lot of studies where they have found out which part of the human brain actually lights up.
Wow.
They have put all those things in the electrodes, if I'm getting the word correct, and they have mapped these things. So when we talk about, you know, whatever we, even our packaging, labeling, कुछ भी आप बताइए, वो billboard देख लिया, तो how it is written, you know, the colors, colors like say Subway ने red से green क्यों कर दिया, and basically it is trying to not only change the perception, because they want you to buy what they are selling, है ना. So the guys out there will probably not want to buy it because bias होगा. So how do I correct this bias? How do I make that person there loyal?
Understood.
और packaging पे क्या impact होगा? Labeling पे क्या करूँ? Customer expectation को कैसा measure करूँ? कैसा quantify as a marketer?
खरीद ले, मतलब बेचने की बातें हैं. and acting in the
Yes.
direct neurons ताकि
Yes, and trying to see कि मैं कैसे इसको ये कंज्यूमर को या ये ऑडियंस को या ये टारगेट को मैं कन्विंस करूं
to buy the
टू
product.
बाय और फाइंड आउट व्हाट रीजंस. सो साइकोलॉजी यूज करता है. इट्स लॉट ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग द बिहेवियर ऑफ द कंज्यूमर. वही कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर का
Yeah.
आउटशूट है.
Yeah.
एंड अ लॉट ऑफ
Is it
एक्सपीरियंशियल.
is data analytics also, ma'am, a part of the field
Absolutely. I was just going to tell you
to
that
neuroscience?
ki now when we look at AI and automation, and we look at even what you guys are doing right now, na? This entire YouTube where you're talking about social media, content marketing, and also when we talk about say VR and AR, virtual reality and augmented reality, they are all using neuromarketing techniques. So you can see that this study, in fact, is growing so much. There is, if I've got my facts right, it's about $3.58 billion का market है out there.
Wow.
So a lot of studies are being done in some of the examples. Even Amazon does the same. अभी Netflix में भी आप देखते हो ना कि आपको अच्छा लगा तो thumbs up आता है, तो उस that's also
So much of data, yeah.
Yeah.
But everything is planned, ma'am. In neuromarketing, they always think about वो Netflix on करे दुड़ुम
हाँ वही वाला.
वो किक सुनने के लिए मैं Amazon छोड़ के पहले वो चेक करता हूँ कि
सही
what's
है.
on Netflix rather than
Yes.
Amazon.
और वो कलर भी वो
हाँ,
जब
the
L
color.
वाला रेड कलर आता है ना
True,
स्क्रीन
true,
पे,
true.
तो
That's a bad recall.
ऐसा नहीं है कि वो जस्ट रेड चुन लिए. उस पे भी कुछ रिसर्च किए होंगे वेयर दे हैव फाउंड आउट कि perhaps this appeals, और सेल में हम क्यों रेड देख रेड के तरफ क्यों जाते हैं.
Right.
सेल के जो बैनर्स होते हैं क्यों रेड में होते हैं, और इतना प्रायोरिटी देते हैं ना कलर्स का कि दिस इज अ हैप्पी कलर, येलो इज अ हैप्पी कलर, व्हाइट इज अ हैप्पी कलर. जैसे
I use yellow sheets in my YouTube live. I write on yellow sheets,
अच्छा.
and because yellow is a happy color, and
Very
I try to
true.
spread positivity, and it also brings calms to the mind.
Yes.
So I can use any color sheet. When I started, a
Yeah.
lot of people ask me this question, sir, आप yellow sheet क्यों use करते हो? So I think my channel is very positive, and people give me feedback that it kept them motivated throughout the journey.
Absolutely.
And it was
And
there
I
with the
like colors
ups and
basically
downs.
too. I like everything to be vibrant. So even when I write or I have any presentation, I try to make it colorful because I feel color appeals.
Awesome.
So I think that's also got a great bearing on
How do you think how you buy a product?
absolutely, and how I'm even my students when I talk to them. So I feel that these things will probably keep them engaged in class, and
Understood.
perhaps when you talk to them now, you will get other insights which they don't tell me.
Ma'am, what's the one thing any marketer should learn? They are like 21, 22-year-old. क्या advice है इनके लिए? या तो marketing करो ना, ये company follow कर लो, या ये पढ़ो, या चीज़ों को ऐसे देखो. They are into social media marketing पर post कर दिया ऐसे ही, Instagram पे post कर दिया, sale लग गई तो sale का poster बना दिया. For many of us, social media marketing is just that.
Correct.
राइट कि पोस्ट कर दिया, वो पोस्ट कर दिया, इमेज डाल दिया, इट्स अगेन एन ऐड.
Absolutely.
व्हाट डू यू थिंक एक मार्केटिंग के बंदे को कहाँ से कुछ पढ़ना चाहिए, कोई एडवाइस हो आपके लिए ताकि वो अच्छा मार्केटर
एक्चुअली
बन
वी
पाए?
आर लिविंग इन एन एज की इतना इंफॉर्मेशन बॉम्बार्ड हो रहा है हम लोगों को, एंड इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू channelize them and separate them and segregate them. So I feel basically analyzing content should be a very important attribute marketeers or students or people have to look into, and also look in for what's trending. Like say when you talk about even sustainable marketing now is it's a huge thing happening, and people are all getting back to their basics. है ना, अभी जो भी बोलता है कि हाँ ये हल्दी आपने यूज़ किया, ये तो असली वाली हल्दी है, ये हल्दी ये कुमकुम असली है, and we are getting back to our roots, and we are looking at those practices which have sustained mankind for ages. So I think that's a new twist coming, and sustainable marketing is in, and also perhaps even when we talk about say pictures and visualization and hearing, all those are new ways by which marketers are selling their products, are reaching
Badhiya.
out to us.
But yeah,
And
there was a stat which says there is survey, and the survey results came out 33% of the Gen Z population is going to buy a product from, if there are two competitions, A versus B, from B because that person was using sustainable products.
yes.
And which was saving Earth, saving mankind, and thinking long term for sure.
And abhi wo omni-channel marketing,
Yeah.
that's really where, you know, you and I are like held captives. We are इधर ऑनलाइन नहीं देखेंगे तो ऑफलाइन पकड़ लेंगे,
कहीं तो पकड़
कहीं
लेंगे।
नहीं, कहीं ना कहीं तो वेबसाइट नहीं देखोगे तो ब्लॉग में पकड़वाएंगे.
right,
तो you know, one way which we have done in our institute is our students write a lot of blogs. They write on our website too.
Wow.
So I tell them that this is a great way by which, you know, you market yourself also.
True.
So
Okay, this is lovely. Through LinkedIn as well, they can actually keep on sharing.
absolutely, yes.
Marketing में अभी भी relevant है ना, मतलब अभी भी as an MBA, it's a good field, right?
Of course, very much. As long as we have money and economic activity as the typical
Terms,
thing,
they call it,
terms,
yeah.
we this thing. So everything has to be sold and bought.
That's so
We are not living in a utopia yet.
You're not living in a utopia. Everything has to be sold or bought. Boys and girls, people who are interested in marketing, just drop in a comment called marketing, and we'll have a more discussion about this. I'll send you a few of the favorite books as a link which you guys can go and buy. मैं मैम से भी डिस्कशन करके आपको लिंक दूंगा. Just type in marketing and things will be there in front of you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. It was
Pleasure
wonderful
meeting you.
being here and listening to you and sharing my thoughts.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your time. Alright, boys and girls, do it in the like button for sure. See you in the comments. Bye bye.